know, David admits. It was early in the morning and Dad was in a rush. He's playing golf now, but should be home by 1. Said he'd show it to us then. Hey, what time did you get home from the dance? 11:30, I think, I say, glancing over at the clock beside my bed. It's 10:30 now? Yep, you never sleep this late. You must have danced a lot, David says. Twice with the same boy, I report with pride. It was a fun party. I'll be right back, I say as I hop out of bed, grab my bathrobe, and run to the pink bathroom attached to my room. When I come out a few minutes later, David is lying across my bed. Something's odd, I say. Last night, Mrs. Dickerson told me that Dr. King wrote a letter from jail. I bet that's the letter Dad's talking about. David shrugs. Maybe. Is Dr. King still in jail? No, he's been out a week, I say, and scoot my brother off my bed so I can make it. If Dr. King did write to Dad, he probably wants him to come to Birmingham. David stares at me with doubtful eyes. Did a boy really ask you to dance? I toss a pillow at his head. David ducks so it lands on the floor. Let's go find Mom. Maybe she'll know more about the letter. Come on, I say, sliding my arms into my bathrobe. I'll race you. We almost knock each other over trying to get out of my bedroom door at the same time. I crack up and force my way around David. We're both laughing so hard we collide into the walls. One, I say, tagging the door to the kitchen. Good morning, Sharon, Mom calls from the kitchen table opposite the sink. I look over and see her sitting next to Jackie. Morning, Mom, Jackie. Can't believe you woke up before me this morning, I say to my brother. Hey, sister. Must have been a swinging party, Jackie says and finishes the last of his breakfast. Sure was, I report. I pick up a piece of cooked bacon from a plate on the stove. Why don't you make scrambled eggs to go with that? Mom suggests. All I want is a slice of toast, I tell Mom, slipping bread into the toaster. Thanks for saving a few pieces of bacon for me, I say, carrying my plate and pulling out a chair with my other hand. David slides down onto the chair beside me. So what happened, Jackie asks. We had fun. A couple of girls asked about you. Did you know that Linda likes you? Jackie shrugs his shoulders. So? It was so embarrassing, Jackie. Really. They told me that all the girls crush on you. I tell him. At least now we know you go to school, I say with a chuckle. Don't start anything, Sharon, Mom warns. I'm not, I say as I hold a piece of bacon in the air. Actually, I hated the gossip and refused to stay and listen to it. Why do girls talk so much about other people? Not just girls, Jackie tells me. Really? I hadn't heard either of my brother's gossip. What do boys gossip about? Girls, Jackie says, laughing. Did you and Candy dance, Mom asked me as she looked sternly from Jackie to me. We did. I danced with a boy named John. He's a freshman at Ripwam. Funny thing is, Billy had something to do with that, I tell them. You mean Billy got some boy to ask you to dance, Jackie says, shaking his head and laughing at me. We danced 2 times. I gulped down a glass of orange juice. John told me that he wanted to ask me before Billy called him over, but he needed the push. I guess boys really are shy, too. I am about to ask Mom about the letter from Dr. King when Dad walks in dressed in his golf slacks. Hi, honey. We were just catching up on Sharon's big night, Mom says, getting up and greeting Dad with a kiss. You won't believe it, Dad, but the 2-step came in handy, I report. Dad laughs and walks over to the stove to pinch off a piece of bacon. Glad to hear that. Must have been a nice young man. He was very polite and respectful, I say. Dad, what is this about a letter from Dr. King? Did he write it to you? Not to me, Dad corrects. Dr. King wrote it from jail to a group of white clergy who publicly criticized him. I made you copies so we could read Dr. King's response together. Let me get them. We all sit together in the living room, filling up the sofa and sprawling across the big leather chair next to the fireplace. The floor-to-ceiling windows allow the sun to flood the room. Jackie, David, and I have questions for Dad. Dad reminds us that Dr. King and the SCLC were invited to Birmingham by Reverend Shuttlesworth and other local leaders. So the premise of the letter from the clergy is incorrect. They made it sound like Dr. King was an